Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to TSP TV. It's another international military ration review episode. There you go, that's a little bit of a mouthful for you, but nonetheless, it is another ration review video, and in this particular episode, we are going to be looking at this little beauty, the Arctic field ration from Norway, and I have to give an extremely special shout out to Safari Man 1, aka Theodore Schrogen of the Steve MRE 1989 Facebook group, who reached out to me and asked if I was looking for any rations in particular, and this was a ration I did have my eye on for some time, a Norwegian field ration, because these are supposed to be pretty good by all accounts. I have seen a couple of reviews on them myself, and they do look very appetizing. Anyway, so this was the one that I had my eye on, which was chicken and lime. I don't know why that one particularly caught my eye, but it looked like an unusual entree. Something I don't see a lot of is chicken and lime, and I believe these are freeze dried, and that is why they are Arctic field rations, so that they don't freeze when you're out in winter type conditions. So it says there, not sure if you can see, open here to reuse the label to seal the pouch. So we've got a reusable, resealable pouch thing there. Use this to seal the pouch. Enjoy your meal and carry on. So that's kind of interesting. So this is how you get into it, I think. Excuse me while I do this off air, because I can only see that we're going to be knocking over cameras and possible studio damage. Yeah, well, that didn't turn out. Look what happened. So, yeah. That didn't work out at all well. So, let's just abandon that from the... Oh, not the off. We've already gone past the point of the off. Where did I put my scissors? And let's cut this open, if we can. Alrighty. So, unlikely that we will be resealing this to carry on, because we will be eating this all in one go. So look how nice and neatly packaged that is. So let's just put that to side and get everything out. So first of all, we've got this little, what is this? Raisins, a little packet of raisins. That's a cute little pouch. And something else you may have clocked straight away, real on the go dark chocolate energy bar. Certainly be looking forward to trying that. We've got a black currant drink, I believe. If anyone can read Norwegian, they can let me know about that. Yeah, I haven't got a clue what any of that says. I think you can have it warm. So there's a warm black currant drink. We'll see what that's like. Growing up in England, I was fond of Ribena, which is a blackcurrant cordial. You would mix it with water, and blackcurrant flavour, and very delicious. And something you'd often have is maybe a lager and black, or a cider in black, which would put a little bit of the blackcurrant in your lager or into your cider, just to sweeten it up a little bit. This is interesting, something I haven't seen in a ration before as of yet. A little multivitamin, or multivitamin, whichever you choose, if you want to use the American English or the English. So you've got a multivitamin. Oh, that's cool. Look at that, a little toffee protein bar. So we've got some good looking snacks going on. We've got some chocolate, some raisins, and a protein bar. And our multivitamin. Freeze-dried instant coffee, and that's nice to see that it isn't the 3-in-1. We've got some chewing gum. Oh, and something I did want to point out just before we go any further, I don't know if you can see that now, we took this label off. Best before the 28th of the 12th, 2018. So this is almost a year out of date. So hopefully everything's going to be okay. I'm pretty sure it would be. We've got a disinfection swab. A little wet nut. Oh my goodness, there's more underneath. Look at this. So this is our full meal. This is the chicken and lime. Look how cool that packaging is. It's got the gusset going on at the bottom, and I like saying the word gusset because some of you ladies out there don't like the word gusset. So that looks pretty delicious. So let's try and see what that says. 6 minutes. Pour some boiling water in, and 6 minutes later we're going to get ourselves a hot meal of chicken and lime. I think it has lentils in. So we've got a spoon. We've got a steak bar. That's going to be pretty good. A Jack Link's peppered steak bar. And there you go. There's a foreign Jack Links for you if you've ever or not seen one before. So yeah, there we go. We've got a Jack Links. What else do we got? Add water to the bag. Short break energy drink. Add water to the bag and shake it. Energy drink with a taste of raspberry. Look how cool this packaging is. And as I say, I'm really excited about this one because it's got some really good looking, interesting components that we haven't seen before. You know, with the Canadian IMPs that I'm doing, we're guaranteed that we're going to get ourselves our 3-in-1 little girl coffee and the hamburger pane, along with some PB&J of various flavors and an isotonic Gatorade type drink. But this is all very interesting. You know, we've got the raspberry energy drink. You just add water to the bag and shake. We got our little blackcurrant beverage base there. I think you can have hot. We do have our what happened to our coffee? I'm holding it in my hand. Good God. So yeah, we go. We got our Polder Mill Colombian freeze-dried coffee. That'd be nice to try. Our raisins, chocolate and protein bar. And there is one other thing that they put in, a Ziploc, a pretty decent Ziploc there. And I'm guessing this is something you can put the components in if you need to. So that was everything that was in this particular ration. Quite a good selection of stuff. So all that remains is to figure out how to cook this and get it out onto the tray. Nice. So everything is almost ready to go. I've got a cup for my beverage base. I do have some boiling water. So let's rip open this, see what's inside. This is some fantastic packaging. I'm not sure if we're going to save this or not. I wonder if we're going to get a hiss. Yeah, there was a hiss. So let's have a look what we can see in there. Looks like there's some rice, definitely some chicken, some yellowy stuff going on. And you can definitely smell that kind of chicken broth, the powdered like chicken base, soup base that you get. So enjoy your meal and carry on. Share your moments. So anyway, we're going to fill this up with water, which I have over here. Actually, excuse me, why don't we also put our coffee into the cup. There's our instant coffee. And we'll also put the blackcurrant drink in. There we go. Let's have a look at the blackcurrant drink. See what that gives us. And that's an interesting looking powder for sure. And that doesn't smell very blackcurranty at all. But anyway, that looks interesting. Let's pop that in there. And now I'll go and get the boiling water. Okie dokie. So let's start first of all with Well, that's might need more water. As it happens, you know what? That's going to be a little bit difficult. So. There's our coffee. And what I'm probably going to do with that blackcurrant drink is add a little bit of cold water to it. So bear with me one sec. Okay, so this is stewing away nicely. Let's just fold that over. We got the water in there. I added some cold water to our blackcurrant drink. We got our coffee ready to go. We're going to finish off with our coffee and our chocolate as afterwards. So I've got some water. Fill this with 300 ml of water. So we're going to try and drink this out of the bag. Oh, that smells very, very raspberry-y. Raspberry, yeah, that's a weird word to say. So does it have a fill line? I'm not sure if it does or not. Is that the fill line there? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. So unfortunately this doesn't got a gusset on it. So maybe we need another cup to add this to. So I think that's to the fill line. Yeah, I probably should have got another cup for that. Maybe that's what I'm going to go do now. Alright, so we've got another cup for that. Let's hope everything dissolved in this. Very strange that that didn't have the gusset. Oh, there still looks like there's a little bit in the bottom, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of water in, get the last remnants of that out. Give it a bit of a squish around, because some of those granules are stuck together a little bit at the bottom of the bag there. So how has that worked out? In our favour or not? I believe so. Yeah, we got it all. Don't know if you can see, there's only a little drop left in there. But that was weird. As I said, it could have done with the gusset at the bottom, just so you could have stood that up. But that's a cool bag. You might keep that as a souvenir. I don't know why, but I kind of like these kind of packagings and things. So while we're letting our chicken and lime cook, let's open up the steak bar. This can be our appetizer. Now it looks like, ooh, a little silica gel packet in there. So smells really, really good. Excuse me, that's my other phone giving me a notification about something. So that's the steak bar, a little bit rubbery, a little bit shiny there. You can see there's some little flakes of peppercorn in there, and possible chili perhaps. So well, that's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. A lot softer than the Canadian jerky I tried in the last IMP I reviewed, which I think was the lamb stew, which was possibly the best of all the IMPs. But the jerky in that was pretty tasty, but very, very hard and very, very chewy. I mean, this one is pretty chewy in itself. It looks like a candy bar. So let's try a little bit of this raspberry drink. Yeah, that's pleasant. tastes very much like a raspberry drink. Very, very artificial raspberry. But it's quite nice. And I think that's got all the... does it give us ingredients and nutritional stuff on there? Possibly there. I can't see that very well. Can't see it at all, actually. So anyway, yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be like very similar to a Gatorade or one of those Powerade type isotonic drinks with all the electrolytes and stuff in their carbs. But it's quite refreshing. So see what this is saying in a second. Once we're done with our jerky. And that's a really nice little appetizer. Again, if you really wanted to, you could break it down and eat on the go. As it was suggested, you can reseal the pouch. But yeah, beef jerky. That's a pretty good good steak bar. So let's use our disinfectant. Nap to wipe up our hands. Wow, look how wet and moist that is. Look, that's a pretty good wet nap. Wow, pretty job. My goodness, probably wash your entire body with that if you really needed to. Let's open up our spoon. Oh my goodness, that smells very disinfectant-y. So let's give me the blackcurrant a stir. Give our spoon a clean off. Get rid of some of this trash. Well, that was a very impressive wet nap. Very so has this completely, you know what, let's just see what happens. Yeah, we pretty much got everything out of there. So we'll pop that to the side for now. Whether or not I'm going to bother cleaning that out. So where did I put the scissors? Get our raisins out. They look very dry indeed. Oh my goodness, look what happened there. Unedited, unfiltered, sometimes mistakes happen. So, oh, that looks interesting. Very interesting. So these are going to be for our dessert. We got the toffee bar. You know what, let's save that one. We'll open that when we get to it. So, did everything hydrate or not here? It's kind of got a little bit of a curry smell. So we've got some rice, what looks to be some chicken, some little peppers by the looks of things. It seems as though everything is hydrated well. Let's see what it tastes like. So there's a little spoonful, some nice yellow rice. You can see the steam coming off of there. A little bit of a crunch. Maybe we didn't hydrate everything. Maybe it could have had an extra couple of minutes. Let's put our chewing gum. But nevertheless, that's pretty damn tasty. In fact, very damn tasty. Let's try and get another spoonful. Sorry. Try and keep it in view. Let's get a bigger mouthful this time. See if we get a mouthful of... Oh God, we've had a spillage. Wow. Now I can't actually get much of the lime flavor, but wow, that is fantastic. Oh my goodness. I could live off of those. Well, probably not. It'd get a little bit boring after a while, but that is an amazing flavor. As I said, it's kind of got a little, maybe not Indian curry, but there are certainly some turmeric flavors going on in there. Maybe some paprika. Lightly seasoned, not much spice. Something I didn't notice with this pack, you didn't get any like salt, pepper, or sugar, or anything like that to add with your meal. But this is perfectly seasoned, and it looks like it's dark meat. But the rice, that's not overly cooked. Very, very delicious. Flavor is fantastic. And there is a little bit of a crunch. I think some of the rice could have maybe missed out on getting enough liquid to them to fully rehydrate, which gives it a little bit of a crunch, but it's not unpleasant. If anything, it actually adds to this dish. I'm really am enjoying this immensely. Some hot sauce would have been nice. That was what I was going on to say. There was no like kind of condiments to add to this. No hot sauce, salt, pepper, ketchup, anything like that. But this is pretty well seasoned. There is a little kick to it, but not overpowering. And it reminds me of something else I've tried before, but I can't quite think what. But yeah, wow, this is very, very good indeed. So let me just pop you on pause while I finish that up, and then we'll come back and do our desserts. Wow, that was absolutely fantastic. Let's have our multivitamin before we forget. So there it is, multivitamin. That'll make my mum proud. There was the first MRE burp dedicated to my beloved Becky Pamplin, aka Baby P, and it wouldn't be an MRE or ration review without a Baby P burp. So that was the first there. So yeah, I washed that down with the majority of the raspberry drink. Very, very artificial flavor, but quite refreshing. Kind of tastes a little bit like raspberry iced tea, just without the tea. And another burp. So we do got a lot of beverages left to go through in this particular ration. Not to mention, oh my god, there's another one. So what's that, 3 now? 4. So luckily we don't got any regurgitation going on, so there's a little bit of rice in my raisins. That was fantastic. I got to say, possibly the best entree I've tasted to date. Although, if you caught my MRE mukbang video where I tried to eat an entire 24-hour custom-made MRE in one sitting, unfortunately, we did lose quite a lot of that video, the third entree. Both of those were very good, and those were my first experience with freeze-dried food in a ration. But this was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to say way beyond the other 2 freeze-dried rations that I tried. Actually, there's 3 freeze-dried rations, but the 2 entrees that I did taste were both very good. But this, my word, that was absolutely fantastic. So let's try some of these raisins. They're actually very juicy, despite the fact they look quite dry. They're really very nice. So let's wash those down with some of this blackcurrant drink, and it is still warm. That's very nice. Nothing like Ribena, but very, very comforting because it is warm. So a very nice accompaniment to the raisins. So I'm going to finish those, and we'll come back and do the last two things. Probably finish this off air, but that is very, very, very nice. Just having a little sip, especially with raisins. Very good combination. Not very sweet, not very bitter. Very, 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 very pleasant. Yeah, I like that. So far, everything in this ration has been pretty amazing. We've still got the chocolate to go. Can't imagine that's going to be bad. Chocolate is chocolate. And this interesting toffee protein bar. The one thing that was a little bit, I'm not going to say disappointing, but maybe not even a letdown, but the raspberry drink, that was possibly the weakest component in this ration so far. So let me just pop you on pause again for a second. Okay, they were finished. Delicious. Actually, they weren't that delicious. They were just regular raisins, but they were very, very juicy, very, very sweet. So I was going to finish this off air, but I didn't. That is very nice. Very nice indeed. A lot of beverages in this one. So let's try this. It's a bit... Wow. Getting a lot of it on the studio here. I was going to try and snap it in half. There was a burp. A concealed burp. There we go. I'll let you see what's inside. This is the protein bar. Toffee flavored. That is weird. Definitely taste the whey protein in there. Very chewy. Can hardly taste the toffee at all. But if you've ever had any of those energy or protein bars, you know exactly what I mean by that flavor. You kind of have a very distinct, either it's the soy protein or the whey protein. But it's one of those flavors you can't really disguise. But despite being very hard, it's very, very soft and chewy once you get into it. Maybe a little ting of toffee. Not exactly sure I'd go out of my way for one of these. It's a nice addition to this ration. That's an extra source of protein to this meal. Would it have needed a cracker or a bread component? I'm not sure. Don't seem to be missing, you know, like the crackers or that. But not bad at all. Hopefully that bit there has got a big thick chunk of icing. So let's wash that down with a little bit of this instant coffee. God, this is almost as chewy as the jerky. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something got stuck in the back of my throat. Instant coffee always kind of gives me that it's not bad. It's better than Nescafe instant coffee, but it's still instant coffee. Maybe when it was piping hot it might have been a little bit better, but not bad, not bad. I'm not really a fan of instant coffee at all, so And this is an energy bar, it's not just chocolate, it's energy. So it looks like there's a little bit of the blooming on there. And is that little chunks or is that blooming? Oh, actually, when you get close, it's quite a lot. But remember, this is a year out of date. That tastes a little bit like the Bourneville dark chocolate. I don't know if you can even get Bourneville dark chocolate bars anymore in the UK, but I remember as a kid, Bourneville dark chocolate. And that's exactly what that tastes like. Pretty damn good. So all in all, this was a pretty badass ration, I've got to admit. Everything about it was pretty good. Not a fan of instant coffee. That's not to say it was bad, I'm just not a real, as I said, not a fan of it. Don't really drink instant coffee. I do like my strong, black bittered, filtered, you know, drip coffee. Proper coffee, not instant, that's what I was trying to say. The raspberry energy drink, that was another one of the weaker items. But still, you know, it's just like the kind of Gatorade-y, Powerade-y stuff, but maybe not as sweetened or as highly flavored, although it was very artificial. This blackcurrant drink, I'm going to finish off air because far too much liquid for one sitting. That was really good, especially warm. And finishing up with this very delicious chocolate. Oh my god, that was a very weird burp. So I've lost count. If you're keeping count of the burps, you know by now how many I did. But the other thing, I didn't have a napkin. I actually used a couple of napkins I had from a takeout I treated myself to yesterday. Another thing that was missing from this was a little accessory pack with some napkins, salt, pepper and stuff. So finish off our coffee. And thus concludes my review of this Norwegian Arctic field ration. Gotta say, one of the better rations that I have reviewed so far, probably the best, I gotta be honest with you. Everything in it was really, really good. The entree was amazing. Can't say enough good things about that at all. And as we wrap up here, I do give another special thank you and appreciation to Safari Man 1, aka Theodore Schrogen, aka Big Ted of the Steve MRE group on Facebook. Without him, this review would not have been possible. So look forward to dealing with you in the future, my friend, and we will hopefully be doing another Safari Man 1 ration review in the not so distant future. So those of you who have watched to the very end, thanks for watching. This is a TSP video for Ship Video Productions. No, it isn't. It's a Ship Video production for TSP TV, a military ration review edition. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep it thrifty. And again, big thanks and shout out to Safari Man 1, aka Theodore Schrogen, for making this possible. Take it easy, guys. See you in the next one.